taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
We had Shakur on Friday night against Robson Conceicao. Now, fun things too. There was a lot of mixed reactions to that fight itself.
Even the lead-up was mixed reactions. No one cared until that nigga missed weight. Then it's like, oh my gosh, Shakur Stevenson's fighting this weekend. He's not, and he vacated the titles because he's missed. Like, I'm like, jeez.
Well, here's the thing though, because honestly, we've given fighters a lot of smoke, especially me for certain fighters for blowing weight from Danny Jacobs, because nigga blew weight twice in big fights on some bullshit. You know,
he did it purposely, though. He did it purposely.
Yeah, he did.
Benavidez. But you saw that meme where it's like Tank of fat nigga and like when it has Shakur next to him, it's like safety, fighter safety.
Hold on. Yeah.
Pat, are the Jacob fights you're referring to the Golovkin and Canelo fights?
Oh yeah.
See, wait,
that's not an official weigh-in. I don't know if you should count that.
I don't count that because he made the weigh-in. It's just he decided not to do the second day weigh-in.
He didn't make the weigh-in. I'm sorry, he didn't.
No, but he made the initial weigh-in. Like,
he made the weight.
IBF mandates you gotta do it twice. He didn't do it for the Triple G fight, and it came in.
But you can't compare. You can't compare. It's not the same.
It's the same.
I think both of y'all are right. Like, it's still something. It's still an asterisk or something. It's still because you can't make the extra 10 pounds, and then you don't fight like it either. So it's like,
exactly. It's like he.
I gotta.
Yeah, and then the Canelo fight, he actually lost money off that fight because he blew that weight on purpose because that one was like he was supposed to do it, but he's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna make this.
Yeah, because everybody kind of realized the game after Triple G, so niggas didn't even niggas kind of left him alone after the Triple G. So it was like, if you do this shit for Canelo, damn it, you need to put your foot in Canelo ass, because this little fake press conference fight y'all had, this shit trash, and like. Yeah, put some effort.
Yeah, and the funny things too is like he made Canelo. Because he was so fucking big, like he didn't come out until halfway through the fight because he gave away too many rounds. Because there's shit like Jacob's like, if you're gonna do all this shit, then motherfucker, you should have went all out, and that's why
Dude, he literally did the same amount of shit the Golovkin just did in the third fight. Right. Same fight, really. Give away the first 6 rounds like it's Hopkins Taylor, and then somehow turn it on when a nigga gas out. But
yeah, exactly. And then so this one, that's why, because fun things for Shakur is like Shakur, he purposely blew weight, like he couldn't make it, and he didn't.
I don't think he purposely blew it though.
I don't think he purposely did it. I don't think he purposely did it on purpose.
He was a big motherfucker, dog. Like
he is. But
the Valdez win, they did the fake towel. Where he did probably didn't really make weight, but they said he made it flat. I don't know. Like,
but the funny thing is though, what happened was, so he didn't get he got almost no type of smoke for long weight. That was the funny thing. I was like,
it was interesting. It was real interesting that you'd have to like scroll a little bit to see some.
That's why you have to be likable, gentlemen. Oh, shout out to Henny Gosling. What it do? Tapping in.
Salute Henny God. But yeah, that was the thing. I was like, damn, yo. So it's like pretty much it was like, oh, boys will be boys. Boys. He's a grown boy. That's okay. He'll win next time. He'll make weight next time.
He got a stimulus package or something.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Like they're not gonna let you kind of clown dude that long. It's more like, well, hey guys, you know how they flipped it? They flipped it into some. Well, hey guys, it's no big deal.
Now he's lightweight.
Yeah. Now he can fight at lightweight where we have Devin Haney, Lomachenko, we have this fruit salad here. We got this turkey club. What else is there? Like that. These niggas was really like it was a doorbusters.
That was a nice spin move.
They spin the fuck out that shit.
That was a pure example of the TR machine at work. That, and of course the whole thing to make Shakur Puerto Rican. Oh,
he got the flag.
They had.
I don't even buy that. It's like
that's wrong with that. He's half.
He's half. I know that, but it's just like.
But I just don't like this whole like they go hard with it because I know with this whole hip hop shit. So now it's like even half is enough for motherfuckers to be like, nigga, I was there on the corner when the very first nigga did a beatbox, on the street light, nigga. Like, what you mean, man? I was right there with my empanada and all of that. Like,
I mean, was Shakur with me on the handball court? Like what? Like that's the type of shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it had to be somewhat of a happy ending because Shakur was his hometown, Prudential, and all those kids. He brought like a whole.
I mean, he filled up the place too.
Yeah, he filled that place.
He did.
Yeah.
I give him props. Like, he's good for the sport. Like, I didn't have nothing wrong with this fight leading up to
great
it.
performance. It was a great performance from him.
It was a good performance, and you could honestly see that he did try to get dude out of there. Like, because I hate when motherfuckers be like, I'd be like, damn, man, close the show. Complete performance is attempting to close the show. That's my book. I know other motherfuckers disagreed.
I want to get a KO there. I mean,
he dropped dude on some phantom.
No, he tried. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that was the shit. That was the shit too.
Yeah, that was legit. Like, he tried to close the show and he said it, so it's cool. But I hate when motherfuckers, they say they tried to do it, but damn well they ain't try to do it.
No, he tried to dude.
Like, he legit tried. So
I mean, dude landed like 300 something punches. He doesn't land 300 punches like that in the fight.
It's like choosing between who kicked Baldimer's ass more, Forrest or Floyd. One guy, did a little sparring session for 6 rounds and made Tiger Woods and Jordan and everybody leave halfway.
That did happen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Throwback. Yeah. See, when you listen to Ring Gang, you listen to niggas who really know boxing and watch
and
boxing.
Floyd was at the conference crying his eyes out and talking about his hand. This knowing niggas was looking like this nigga right here. Like, where's Zab with the belts? Like that.
Fans went home talking about how Chris Arreola could throw 15 punch combinations and Paul Williams is right there with him and how Robert Guerrero's gonna rebound from that Salido ass whooping. That was the talk of that night.
Yeah.
I remember that card because I know people who always rewatch the Floyd Baldimer part, but the fuck out of it. I've always rewatched the rest of the card.
Yeah, like that's one of the cards where the undercard was far more entertaining than that.
Yeah, I'm a Floyd fan, but nigga, if you have a boring fight, you got a boring fight. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Like, shit.
Yeah, I mean, even the Floyd stands don't like to mention that fight because they knew that fight.
Well, nah, they turn it into something else. They say, well, look, Floyd, he was toying with him. Like, one round, he only comes out using left hooks. Then another round, Floyd, he just does lead right hands. Then another, I'm like, nigga, if I gotta watch a fight to pick it apart like that, then it's not a fight.
Yeah,
it's a tutorial.
Yeah,
I don't sit there and get my beer ready and get the 60 inch powered up and all that shit to see a goddamn tutorial.
Right?
Like, who does that? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, Shakur Stevenson, he put hands on dude. But I'll say this. This is the most I've seen Shakur Stevenson ever get hit.
Yeah, too. Yeah, because he was selling up. Because
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that too.
But it's true, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
no, because a lot of people said
it's true. Yeah, it's true. But it was still a dominant performance. I mean, this might have been his toughest challenge, and it really wasn't a challenge.
But nothing Conceicao threw was like. I don't think it was really affecting him that much, so he just fuck it. Like, I don't think he would do that against a heavier hitter,
a tank or something. But
I don't know, man. Like, Conceicao kind of like fought. He had more dog in him. Like
I feel like after the third round, Conceicao just lost his will.
But that's the thing. Like, the commentary made the fight like it was like uncompetitive. Like, I thought dude was there with him every moment. Like, he always did something to let Shakur know he was there, where I've seen where opponents, they don't have no resistance after a certain time.
Right, yeah.
So I think it was definitely like a learning experience for him, but
dude definitely wasn't, I mean, he wasn't demoralized, but yeah, it was one of those things though, but he clearly took some hands because, they had to take him to the hospital because they showed him on the stretcher, getting put into the ambulance, like, dude, because they were concerned that he took a little bit too much punishment from Shakur, and that doesn't really happen like that.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur was hitting him with some hammers.
Yeah, he was. Like, Shakur was trying for that late round shit because I think because it was a champion's homecoming, and then for all the kids, like, he wanted to get the highlight reel. He tried to put dude away, but Conceicao was just tough as fuck.
He's tough, yeah, and the thing is, it's like, and I think if Shakur was in better shape and he wasn't drained from the weight, I think he would have got him out there because the little efforts he did when he tried to kind of drown him, it's like when the dude would survive, he couldn't make another push for it until a little while afterwards.
Word.
And that kind of stops the momentum from getting someone out of there if you can't consistently kind of stay on them.
Right, and that's probably why and he got a little sloppy. Like, I mean, yeah, because he was getting tagged a little bit, but that's why, because he was standing up because he really wanted to throw some heat at dude.
I'll also give Conceicao some props because Shakur was fighting pretty dirty, and Conceicao wasn't like. I'm glad he wasn't complaining about it and making a fuss about it, because that's one thing. Motherfucker, I hate it. That's a pet peeve of mine when motherfuckers will stop and complain about motherfuckers fighting dirty. Nah, nigga, fight back, fight dirty back.
Yeah,
I mean,
but look,
if they were,
if it's like some flagrant over the top shit, yeah, you got a right to complain. Like, but don't get on the Arthur Abraham complain every 15 seconds shit, especially if you're the damn champ and the favorite.
No, I mean, do y'all think he was doing a lot of low blows? Because that's what
I mean, he is half Puerto Rican,
Yeah, get the Rican special.
That's just him doing what he's supposed to do. That's
my boy Tito special.
Yeah,
Oh, shout outs to Lone Star Steph. What it do?
Yeah, Shakur, nice. Welcome to 135. Got peer pressure to mention names. Young sir can't fuck with Haney. Let's slow down.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah,
that might be a 50-50 fight.
I always pick Shakur over Haney, but it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, if I think too, I mean, Haney punches harder than Shakur, but but at lightweight, but I mean, Shakur does.
I don't even know about that though.
And both beat Loma. Don't at me. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, I do know about that. I agree with that.
Yeah, both will definitely beat Loma. Like that's.
I mean, I think. I mean, I don't know about who's the bigger puncher, or less of the, or who's the lesser puncher between the two. I think Haney these days. I mean, I think Shakur these days fights more aggressive now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Because,
yes. That's. Thank you. I'm glad he pointed that out.
Yeah, and the reason why, because like I said, Shakur, because we all give him shit for that Nakatia fight, because that shit was. But
that's the thing. He's fighting more aggressive against world-rated fighters like Devin Haney.
Yeah,
he could have really kicked Cambosa's ass.
Yeah, I'm expecting
he just kind of boxed him up real good.
Yeah,
well,
he needs to stop Cambosa next time.
Yeah,
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I mean, Haney's been looking like he's beasting in training. Cambosa's has been quiet as shit. Like I haven't heard nothing.
Yeah, he got humbled like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Of course he did. Yeah. So I mean, Haney Stevenson will be a true 50-50 fight, and Bob Aaron better not fuck that fight up, because that shit could really happen like next year or something like that.
I think Haney's moving up though. I think Haney's gonna move to 140.
See, that's the thing. I think Haney and Shakur do the same thing. Just one person is southpaw. But I think Shakur Stevenson is showing more dog and aggressiveness in him, and I'm liking that, because before it seemed like I feel like honestly the roles are reversing. I think Haney's becoming more Stevenson, and damn, it's been hard as fuck down here. And Shakur is becoming more Haney, because Haney used to be more aggressive, like throw a bunch of hard punches and outbox you.
But ever since the shoulder injury, dude hasn't gotten any stoppages. But but funny too. I was there at the Jojo fight. I mean, dude was throwing heat at dude. But I mean, Jojo just has a good chin.
That's the only real fight you could really compare the performances with, and even then, it's like Jojo
was attacking Haney, bro. Like,
yeah, he was like he couldn't contain Jojo like
in the pocket.
Shakur was able to contain Conceicao.
Mm-hmm.
Like he couldn't tame him, and you know what? You could probably say like Jojo's all time better than Conceicao. I'm sorry, but if we're talking prime and whatever, and I don't know, like a medalist, and it might be the even type of fight.
And I definitely agree with you though. But I mean, at the right now, I think Shakur will probably have to score some more knockouts. I mean, Haney is the bigger puncher just off his body at work. I mean, But
against who?
Moran.
I'm Moran.
You said that like you was about to damn, like you was naming Duran. Like,
No, but yeah, I think Haynes gonna move to 140. He's been complaining a couple 3 years about stuff.
both of them need to be at 140. Like Shakur Stevenson is so big, he could literally jump to 140.
I mean, it only took Shakur like 2 fights to outgrow 130. Like, are you kidding me? Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's something. Yeah, that he like. Honestly, Shakur probably needs a nutritionist at least right now. Like,
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he definitely.
I don't like his body don't be cut up like that. Like Haney be looking like he in shape like a motherfucker. Like, that nigga Haney, you barely see him outside the gym. Like even all his like promo be in the gym training.
Right, exactly. You know, I think Danny, because I think Devin, they got the nutritionist. They got that snack dude in there or whatever.
Conte?
Huh?
I mean, it's a good. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I really want to argue anybody pick either or. Like, I think it's a good, solid, like 50-50. Like, one day I might say I think Haney could get him. Another day I might be like, Shakur Stevenson could get him. I think Tank, could get both them niggas.
That's the one though. Tank, Tank Shakur sounds like such a crazy matchup, man.
Yeah, but of course, Tank. Obviously, getting Tank in the mix at lightweight is, that's to be determined because we don't know if Tank is re-signed with Mayweather Promotions or
they alluded to it. He signed with them niggas.
He resigned.
It's just with the whole legal trouble. They don't know what's good with dude. That's
they're just doing that.
But the funny thing is too is they said because Tank he be saying shit and deleting it.
He be deleting like a motherfucker.
He mentioned some shit about his contract with Mayweather Promotions and the lawyer is like, this contract looks fucked up, don't you think? And the lawyer is like, well, if you were my kid, you wouldn't have to worry about a contract like that. And I was just like, wow.
God damn.
I was like, this nigga really posted this shit, and he deleted it. But
I remember. I saw that. That's a cold piece, bro.
Yeah.
Cold world.
Yeah, so I was like, goddamn. I was like, Tank literally had it out to do what he wanted to do, but I mean, it's not the Tank. I just have to wait till Tank gets ready.
Spence would have left that tweet up. I know that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one thing I fucking respect about Spence. Like, he speak his goddamn mind, and he ain't fucking removing that tweet. Like. Yeah. I like it. He'll double down and explain that motherfucker too. That's real nigga shit.
Right, exactly.
You gotta have some integrity right now in this game.
And I was listening, Keyshawn looked good on the undercard of that.
You see, here's the thing about the undercard. Like, I love seeing the prospects do their thing, but Top Rank needs to start putting at least a couple of them in some competitive.
It's too many, man. It's fucking Jobber Festival.
It's the same thing over and over. Undefeated prospect versus 20-3. Journey.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's funny because the prospects all look good, but it's just like goddamn. Like I want them to be in some actual like competitive.
Yeah, because honestly, it's like fight night on easy mode. Like you're really playing career mode for like the first 5 fights for the night, and then you get your main event, and you're like, okay, finally, like. Nah.
Right.
If you're gonna let my Friday night be explosive matchups, not explosive sparring with one good main event.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like the Jobber Festival layout, I don't feel that all the time.
Yeah, and they just cycle it out like every other card. You're gonna see these guys from Friday on the one after the Lomachenko shit,
right.
That's how they do it. Yeah. And you'll never see a matchup against each other, you know what I'm saying? Like you're never gonna see Big Baby versus the Stephen Shaw or some shit, something like that.
Right.
Like they do a good job of matching up their mid-level guys or guys that they want to build up to attractions to be opponents for their other guys, but they need to do better with the prospect matchups.
Yeah, they got all those blue chips. They got to eventually match up some of them.
Yeah, like get your Nick Nolte on, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting how quick they move Keyshawn, because some people think Keyshawn's ready, but I think maybe 2024. But Keyshawn did.
Yeah.
And I agree, Lone Star, your whole Friday night fight comes back. Shit was litty. Like, look, if you're gonna have a stacked weekend of boxing, give me a Friday, give me a Saturday. You can even give me a Friday and a Sunday. I don't give a fuck. You got 3 days, but I'm not a fan of this goddamn. Okay, nigga, we gonna have Golovkin fight in Japan at 11. Okay, Wilder's gonna fight at 10 o'clock main event.
So we have the UK early day card.
Oh yeah, the UK. We gonna have Frank Warren with 10 fights. Josh Warrington and Laura 3. Like yo, this is too much. Like I can't even talk shit on Twitter. You notice I've been falling back. Like I ain't get my comments off no more. It's like y'all niggas, like nah, chill. Like break them shits the fuck up.
Yeah, like Friday, Saturday.
I like a Friday night fight. I could talk about that shit all Saturday up until Saturday night.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like cause that's why, you know, for October, like October 15th and October 29th, like there's 3 cards minimum.
Oh my god, you just now said October 15th. Like, geez, that day is gonna be like crazy for me. Like, and y'all trying to yeah, I'm gonna put out a damn bat signal on that day. Like, I'm gonna need niggas to like collect links and shit because I ain't missing them fights.
Right.
I probably ain't gonna see none of them shits live.
I mean, I'm going to one of them live, so I'll have to find time to watch the rest of them.
Yeah, but it's just like, goddamn, it's like, you know, it's like, I mean, it hurts the sport when y'all just don't break the shit up. There's nothing wrong with putting a fight on a Friday, you know, or something like that. But yeah, just they need to start doing that shit, you know, or if not, or and then top of that, you know, like I said, you know, can't have jobber festivals all the time. Like some of your prospects have to be in some competitive fights, you know, and, you know, and because like I said, because the only good thing about those type of cards is if the jobbers decide they're not jobbers that day and they want to cause upsets, you know, and,
like that one PBC Mexican card.
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas did not get that mail went to the junk mail because no one got it. Everybody was like, "Fuck that, I could win." Yeah. Okay, all right, I got you, Holmes. Let's do this.
Yeah, Top Break needs to, because they're gonna get that karma if they keep fucking around with these that type of, because I mean it's still good development fights, but eventually one of them is gonna catch them by surprise, and bam, you got a Josue Vargas situation.
Yeah,
facts.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they trying to extend the next batch of dudes right now because the last batch kind of didn't go over too well, and they had the East Coast and West Coast version. So maybe you get a southern and a northern version. I don't know. Try a different region.
Nah, the northern boys looking good. You know, shit.
Nah, they ain't step up yet, so that's what we waiting for.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. You know, But like I mean, I was entertained by the card was entertaining, but then I just hated the comments about. I think there was one comment I heard about the Shakur fight. It was like, goddamn, like it doesn't seem like no one gets like in the big fights, no one gets the knockouts anymore on there. I'm just like, you know, dude went to the hospital. Like, what the fuck did you want him to do? Like, dude really tried to knock him out. He wasn't trying to squeeze science that. Like, he tried to knock him out, and dude went to the hospital afterwards. Like, you know, I mean. What
you can ask for? Like, it's just salt grapes, just saltiness from the missing weight, man.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Like, you know, Shakur did his thing. Like, I mean, we'll criticize a fighter if he's not fighting the way he's not supposed to, but this was not one of those examples. Like, Shakur did what he had to do, and like, you gotta respect it.
And yes, Keyshawn Davis does have potential to be a draw android. I agree with that. Lone Star agree with it. Yeah, like Keyshawn Davis, he like you see he has something.
He got the charisma. He can talk on the mic. You know, obviously.
And charisma's missing in boxing. Sorry, Pilot.
You come again?
No, I was saying you could finish. I was just saying like
charisma.
No,
you're right.
Like,
yeah, he got charisma. You know, every time I hear him on the microphone, he's it's kind of captivating. So that helps. Not only will have the skills and power.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because look, so a lot of fights.
Especially if you're gonna be active, because it don't help Keith Thurman much, but
it helps him enough to get pay-per-view spots.
Facts. It keeps his name out there. Facts. Like it's like we go back to the whole likable shit. Like, you know, it keeps you out there, keeps you likable, keeps you paid and doing shit. So yeah. But shout out to the Jobber Festival and Shakur Stevenson doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, I can see a fight. I can see him fight Nakatani first or some shit. His first fight at 135 or something like that.
Bob's definitely gonna give him like a type of fight before, and then he'll tease us with,
fuck, nah. Shakur Stevenson got to get a good fight at damn 135. I ain't trying to see no damn Nakatani or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Bob's gonna do it. Bob's not gonna. Hey, he'll tease like, hey, we got Haney, we got this young kid Lomachenko.
Go into the tough fights because look,
well, I think they're obviously lining up Loma to be fed to Shakur.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
right away, though. I mean, because we'll see. I don't know. If
dude, it's like you can't. Because look, man. These niggas, you can't stretch out fights no more. Like right now, you either gonna get a solid contender fight and then a high level fight. If you look at Shakur Stevenson for the last 2 years, that's what he's been getting.
Mm-hmm. You think they'll just jump straight to Loma because Loma fights end of next month versus Jermaine Ortiz. So you think
I feel they will because it's like
the timing and shit. Yeah, I can see
the timing, and it's like you just don't be wasting time. Because remember, like Ortiz is the real test for Loma for the Shakur Stevenson fight. Like, this is the first Loma real opponent since Teofimo.
Right.
Truly, yeah.
Shit, Shakur already beat fucking Valdez. He beat Herring, and he beat the guy that some people thought fucking beat Valdez. So,
right.
Like, why he don't need to be on that level no more? He got to fight a Lomachenko, a Haney, a Tank, or whoever.
Right away. Yeah, I mean, this is not with the soft touch, I guess.
I think what's going to happen is just my personal opinion. I think, because Bob has still said he wants to give Haney the Loma fight, but Haney has after the Kambosos fight, Haney has one more fight with Top Rank. So I think they're going to make him sign an extension in order to get that Loma fight. And if not, they're just going to give Loma to Haney. To Shakur.
I can see that.
You can see that.
They got some names to play with over there,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think at this point, honestly, if my opinion, I think Shakur could use the Loma fight more than Haney at this point. If
the Loma rub.
Yeah, he could use the Loma rub. Like, hey, honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't even think Haney needs Loma anymore. Loma needs Haney more than Haney needs Loma.
Yeah.
I think that's for all of them. Like, I think Loma needs these dudes. Like, honestly, it's like he needed the Ortiz fight.
I mean, you could say that, but I think Shakur could use the Loma fight more than Haney could. It would mean more for Shakur to get that.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But I'm just saying, like, in the large scheme of things, Loma needs those two more than they need him. Because Shakur Stevenson and Haney can fight each other, and who gives a fuck about Lomachenko?
Right.
and we don't know what's gonna happen with the Ortiz fight. That's not no walk in the park.
Maybe not. Or they'll drop him twice. We'll see. But the thing with Loma, I think he's got that one more loss, that has value. You know what I mean? It's like one more. You can get, not fed, but I'm saying, beating him means something at least one more time. So it depends.
We got to see how the Ortiz fight look because he just been Loma just like he's in a transition mood right now. Like
he's old.
His old boxing media is really keeping Lomachenko's career alive and relevant.
Don't remind us, please. Oh my gosh!
No, I'm just saying, like,
no, you're right.
Because why we think we even sounded like this when we talking about like, man, they don't need him, this, that. The old boxing media makes it seem like everybody needs to fight Lomachenko. But in reality, like, he wasn't trying to fight nobody that he should fight. He didn't want that fucking Pacquiao fight. And after he saw what happened to Keith Thurman, he was glad he didn't get that Pacquiao fight. So it's like, fuck all that. Like, I'm not saying he ain't quality. He's good. He's a legend. He be Hall of Famer, all of that. But regardless of what the poll said,
Yeah, though.
But yeah, like, he need to beat Ortiz. He had enough fucking warm-up fights with damn leftovers. And if he doesn't look great, they'll probably run him back with another jobber or whatnot, or leftover, and they'll look at Shakur Haney. Because if he doesn't look good, or he struggled too hard, or he have a what's that hard fight he had with that UK dude?
Campbell.
Campbell. If he has a Campbell type of hard ass fight, shit, you they not gonna be rushing to make him fight Haney or Shakur.
Yeah, he's about to be 35 next year too. Yeah, so especially at that kind of weight.
Why you think they played? They let this fight stretch out. It's just they had to eventually fight Ortiz because first of all he earned it. Mm-hmm. He's dangerous, but not overly threatening dangerous. He's not like he's the Spence Golovkin coming up.
He's the perfect comeback, perfect test barometer to see where In
a way, yes, but I still think it's a good tough fight though. But yes, I would say he's the perfect test if you're trying to see if he's worthy of the dick riding the old boxing media is doing, or if he's worthy of a.
Facts, Lone Star. Like fuck what Mark Kriegel says. And I miss my boy Tim Bradley on their right.
I mean, these niggas. I mean, Loma's quality. Like these guys should have some problems with him, but tell that to Teofimo. Like he ain't seem like he had problems with that nigga for like the first 7 rounds.
Right, right.
So it's like it goes both ways. But if you have people who always look at the narratives they put out there. 40-year-old Golovkin. He's just not getting it going against Canelo. Oh man, he's really not throwing enough punches. This, that. Fighting one of the best fighters in the world that he's already arguably beaten twice to 90% of boxing.
Right.
Compared to fucking Lomachenko fighting Teofimo, who got just about as many fights as he has. And the boxing media switched it up on some, he's just trying to download Teofimo. It's buffering a little bit because Teofimo has power, so he's trying to take the edge off the shots. Lomachenko could be working himself in the fight a little more, but the champ is gonna do something. He's gonna, but you see how they're shitting on the one guy where you expect him to fight like that. The one guy that you don't expect him to fight like that, they're like, give him the benefit of the doubt. What are you doing? Like, come on, like this is Teofimo. The pound for pound great Teofimo.
By the way, I see old boxing media is at it again. By the way, of Teddy Atlas with Shakur. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
he loves him some Loma. I
saw that.
Nah, what he said, yo. I didn't see that shit.
Nah, he was talking crap about Shakur before, and Shakur called him out on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy need to shut the fuck up. Like, dude, you in MMA, like you're not in boxing no more.
He's a UFC show now.
But he still praises Loma. Like,
he still declares Loma. Yeah, he still declares Loma.
Man, and that's the whole bias, racism, all that shit. I'm gonna just call everything what it is because, look, if you're not in boxing, don't be pick and choose who you want to damn praise and criticize and just look weak. And with an agenda, if you're gonna fucking Lomachenko ain't fight nobody recently, and you up here sucking his dick, like I don't get it's just like you see it's obvious, and it's like growing up listening to these dudes and watching boxing for years and years and years, it's like you have ingrained respect for these dudes, but as you get older, you into the sport more, and you see how this shit evolve, and then you're a part of the sport, and you're getting credentials, and you sending niggas to fights all over the world and shit. You realize, like, yo, these niggas on some bullshit. They some fucking haters, yo.
Right.
And it's like I can't be tactful no more. I just gotta call it out what it is. Niggas hating. Niggas on some racist shit.
Yeah, Teddy used to be. I mean, Teddy used to be on the level, but Teddy's still probably.
That's the sad part, God. Sad part.
Yeah, because he used to be on. But then Top Rank and ESPN did him dirty. That's the whole problem. And then
don't take that out on the fighters, yo.
Yeah, because dude was relegated to doing international cards for ESPN Top Rank, and then subsequently they just let him go. And like I said, I understand that I understand the benefit, but goddamn, it's like make your name. You can make your own platform and just be on the level instead of just having this vendetta against boxing. Because
exactly, and we're in the age where everybody's making platforms. Goddamn, post office man got a platform. UPS driver got a platform. Like the average nigga, everyone got something to say. So you with a built-in fan base, you just shill it up for a whole other sport. Like,
yeah,
that shit's weak, yo. Like, I feel like you could give Lomachenko props without tearing other niggas down. And same thing with Usyk, because now it's like anytime you mention a good fight for Usyk, niggas is like, man, he can't outbox him, he can't do this, that. I'm like, god damn, like, you know what? Let's just close down boxing, because motherfuckers can't beat anybody now. Like, you know what? That's it. Like, just shut boxing down. Like the 5 best fighters in the sport, y'all said no one could beat them. That's it. Like, let's just take your word for it. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Oh man, yeah. Boxing is such a funny sport to follow sometimes, man. It's, you know, a lot of different things, man. Like, but like I said, hopefully, like I said, Shakur can also rise above all this and just continue to do what he does. I mean, losing the belts is, you know, on the scale, like losing the belt on the scales is never a good thing. But we just hope, you know, obviously redemption is coming at 135. I hope he just puts in that work to do what he needs to do.
Damn, I just missed all the comments. The Android Atlas does anything to make boxing look bad.
Yeah.
Same with Kevin Ioli. Both are paid USC 100%.
Facts.
Lone Star. Life is about forgiveness, gentlemen. I feel you. Teddy be drunk as fuck. And he got with the perfect comment, like name correlation.
And I've personally seen this for myself at a Friday night, because I've been to a Friday night fight before. I've seen what he does from gunning into the arena, getting to this booth, and, you know, with his suitcase and everything like that. I've seen him get blitzed live. So
let me ask you this, Pat. You know, since you one of these niggas that's been around, you know, if this was a poll topic, hypothetically, who gets sauced more at events, Charles Barkley or Teddy Atlas?
Teddy Atlas easily. I mean, Charles Barkley. Like Charles Barkley,
and he holds his liquor worse. He can't hold his liquor.
Yeah, I mean, Barkley.
At least Barkley can kind of like hold it.
Yeah, like Barkley, like, you know, Barkley is, you know, messed up with. I mean, because when Barkley is drunk, you know he had way too much, or he drank something he wasn't. They like got the best of him. Where Teddy, Teddy, it's like, yeah, like, bro, it doesn't take him that much to get lit and start talking.
Yeah, so I feel like you call Teddy PJ.
I mean, so he's functioning. I mean, he's still.
He's worse than PJ. Like,
come
on.
I mean, Teddy does his thing. I mean, but obviously you can tell when he's had too much, because, you know, he starts raising his voice and he starts getting a little belligerent, and, you know, and then he encourages other people to drink, like Tim Bradley sometimes, and, you know, and then they blame it on the sun, and then old timey racial slurs come out of Tim Bradley's mouth, you know, that type of stuff.
Hey, yo, the motherfucking comments popping today. This nigga said, "Does Teddy use a flask or at least a straight bottle?" Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably like one of them engraved, nice, fancy, bedazzled flask. I don't know.
Nigga said bedazzled.
I mean, if you got money, I would feel like I would kind of nicen up a flask.
I can see one of those silver coffee mug joints. You know what I'm saying? One of those big ones. You know what I mean?
You got to be a hard, old school ass drinker to be drinking liquor in a coffee mug.
You know what I'm talking about, the big silver joints. Them silver joints where you pull on the top and you can pour the cup and shit.
That sounds like some Scandinavian Viking drink or something. Like,
right?
Like, here, Olaf.
Drink this and you'll see Valhalla.
Yeah, fucking 13 warrior ass drinks and shit. Like,
oh,
using a Pepsi cup, pretending to drink a pop.
Oh shit!
Tell you what else we got to talk about. I feel like we give these niggas like our undivided attention.
Yo,
it's
time for our full topic. The last.
Yeah. Let's get into the juicy one.
So P, I'll